Today you're looking at something super practical. How to order food confidently in English at a restaurant.
Yeah, exactly.
We're using some material from Spoken English in 40 Days, featuring David and Emily. And our mission really is just to grab the most useful sort of key phrases you need.
Right, from walking in, getting your table, ordering, paying, the whole thing.
We want to equip you so you can actually, enjoy the meal without worrying about the words.
Precisely. Take the language stress out of it.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. You walk into a restaurant. What's the first thing that usually happens? What do you hear?
Well, typically someone greets you and they need to know your party size. So questions like, how many people are really common?
Or maybe just table for two.
Exactly, yeah. Or sometimes table for four. And they might ask about seating preference, like, would you like to sit inside or outside?
Right. So how do you respond to that smoothly?
Keep it simple and polite. A table for two, please, is perfect. Or if you have a preference, maybe we'd like to sit by the window, please.
And if you're dining solo?
Just, yes. A table for one, please. Short and clear.
Got it. Okay, so you've got your table, you've maybe glanced at the menu, then the waiter comes over. What's next?
Usually they'll check if you're ready. So, are you ready to order is very standard.
Or sometimes they start with drinks, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They might ask, can I get you something to drink first? Or something to drink to start.
Okay, so now it's actually time to tell them what you want. What are some good, solid phrases here?
Well, for drinks, keep it straightforward. Yes, I'd like a lemonade, please. Or, I'll have a water.
And for the food?
Similar structure. I'll have the grilled chicken, or I'd like the pasta. Using I'll have or I'd like sounds natural.
What if you need to modify something? Like maybe hold the cheese?
Oh yeah, that's important. Customizing is common. You can easily say, can I get the burger but without cheese? Or, could I have the salad with the dressing on the side, please?
That's super useful, especially with allergies or preferences. What about if you're just like totally stuck and can't decide?
Don't be afraid to ask.
Right.
What do you recommend? Is a great question. Waiters usually know the popular or special dishes.
Good tip. Or maybe asking about specific needs.
Definitely. Like, do you have any vegetarian dishes? Or, is this gluten-free? Asking directly is key.
Okay, so you've ordered drinks, mains, maybe asked a question. How do you signal you're done ordering?
A simple, that's all, thank you, works perfectly. It lets the waiter know you've finished giving your order.
Great. Food's been eaten. It was delicious.
Right.
Now, the bill. How do you ask for it without sounding abrupt?
Politeness is key again. Could we have the bill, please? Or, excuse me, can we get the check, please? Both bill and check are common in different places.
Right, the check. And then payment questions might come up.
Yeah, definitely. You might need to ask, do you take credit cards? Always good to check.
And if you're eating with friends?
Then you might need, can we split the bill? Or could we pay separately? Very common request.
What about tipping? The source mentioned, keep the change.
That's mostly relevant if you're paying with cash and the amount you give is more than the bill. It's a simple way to leave a small tip.
But tipping culture itself is complicated.
Well, absolutely. It varies wildly. So that phrase is useful, but it's always good to be aware of the local customs wherever you are. Sometimes service is included, sometimes it's not.
Good point. Okay, let's maybe run through a really quick example, like the one in the source material. You be the waiter.
Okay, sure. Hello, table for one.
Yes, please.
All right. And what would you like?
I'll have the chicken sandwich and a water, please.
Okay. Anything else for you today?
No, that's all. Thank you.
Perfect. See? Quick, clear, uses the key phrases.
It really does cover the basics effectively.
So yeah, to recap, you've now got some really practical tools, phrases for, getting a table, placing your order, asking questions if you need to, getting the bill, and handling the payment.
It covers the whole dining process.
Pretty much, yeah. The essentials.
So here's a final thought to chew on. Mastering these simple phrases does more than just get you fed. It genuinely helps you relax, right? It opens up richer travel experiences, more confident interactions.
Definitely lowers the barrier.
So think about this. What other everyday situations could feel less intimidating if you just had a few key English phrases ready to go? Something to consider until our next deep dive.